Hello everyone, we are live. Hello, please do like my live as we go. Visa talk, visa talk, visa talk. Happy new month. Happy December. The month of December shall favor all of us in Jesus' name. Hello everyone. Please type your question as you come. How is everyone doing? Happy Sunday, happy new month. Happy December, the month of celebration. I say, let me come online today. Let's talk. 2025 is here. What is your plan? Do you still want to move? Do you still want to migrate? What plan do you have? What are you looking forward to? Welcome in. Kelly, how are you? Tech, how are you? Nathan, how are you? Crypto miner, how are you? How is everyone? How is everyone? Hello, happy new month, happy December, happy Sunday. Someone said to me, okay, so we'll be treating question, and as you ask your question, we'll go on. Happy everything. Wish you good luck in everything you do, in all your endeavors. Bring your question as we go along, okay? Yeah, good to see you here, Nathan, as well. Nathan, please, I would like to have your email address. I got an organization in Australia willing to nominate me for 407 visa. Okay. How do I can't give you my, okay. Go to any of my video here, normal video, not the live video. Can you check my email address in them? I post my listing and I say it's strictly for business. Write it there and remind me that you are the person that joined my online section. And please, if you're asking me any questions, supply some documents. Make it clear for me. I can't be responding to email and waiting for you to put everything there, please, if you're sending that email. Okay, so we don't go back and forth. All right? Yeah, put everything down. All right? Okay. And tell me how you got them. Okay? Yeah. Did they come for you or did you go for them? I want to know that. Yeah. There are genuine visa people offering, and there are scammers as well. So it's always good for you to check very well. There's someone who front their Australia address. I've seen scammers as well. They give you Australia address that exists, but the question is, you don't know who is living in that address. How will you know? Even if you use Google Map, you will find the address existing in Australia, but the question is, who is inside that house? Okay, I remember that person that scammed them 2 years ago in 2023, or it was last year. Scammed them 3.something million naira, 3.5. That man gave them Australia address and said is the office address somewhere in Sydney. I check it is existing, but the question, I don't know the occupant of that place anyways. So when the chips were down, the guy was in just Oyo, is in Ibadan, duping people. So there are still genuine offer coming. Okay, don't take that for granted. People are still getting job offer. When where employer is desperate, they will follow you up. When they know that you have what they need, you got what they need, they will follow you bumper to bumper. Okay, so it's still happening. All right, Natalia, I'll be looking for your email. Please supply all the documents. I want to know, how did you get them? How did you, who approached who, you or them, who made the first contact? Supply every information that will help me to answer that question for you. Okay, so I don't keep answering. And all right, trade assessment, I'm not sure. Trade assessment is valid for, we need to check that information. Trade Australia is supposed to be on their crypto miner. You say trade assessment is valid for what? For how long? It's supposed to be on their guideline. Trade Australia, Trade Recognition Australia, TRA. It's supposed to be on their website, And on the assessment guideline, they're supposed to tell you how long is valid. Let me ask Google. How long does TRA assessment last? Valid for. They will finalize within 120 days. 3 years. For 3 years from the date of issue, you must submit your GP application within the valid period. Current processing time, 3 months. It's 3 months. Sorry, 3 years. That's what I saw. Current processing time, you already know. Three years, yes, it's 3 years. It's valid for 3 years. So within the 3 years you got it, you must have done your application. Okay. And they say there is no option for renewal. You will need to apply for a new one. Now, wow. So if it expires, your skill assessment with TRA expires after 3 years, there is nothing like renewal, you know, because there are some organizations, I think Vatassess does renewal, or it's not renewal. What do they call it? Update or something. Okay. But this one, they say they don't do renewal or anything. You need to apply for new one. Okay. Yeah, so I think before you go for skill assessment, you must have at least have a plan on, how do I put it, on which visa to go for, you know, which state you want to apply, you know, have all this plan, your IELTS and everything, so that when it's coming out, you are shooting. And I'm telling, it's not good to do application in November, June. You know why? Okay. You know how you have money, your pocket is filled up, you'll be dashing the money out, giving out away anyhow. And when your pocket is reducing, you'll be very mindful of who you're giving the money. Okay. So the same thing happens with state allocation. Okay. When the state receive their allocation in July every year, they receive allocation from federal government for nomination. So the allocation will stop in June. By that time, May, June, they have few places left, so they are very careful. But when they start in July, August, September, they are very generous in what they do, because they still have a lot of numbers. Okay, so May, June, I don't think left for me. I won't do my application. I'm glitching. Oh, why am I glitching? I don't know why I'm glitching. I have my Wi-Fi on. My Wi-Fi is full. It has full bar, so I don't know why I'm glitching. Hi. That's some music. They said I should. All right, ask me your question. Oh, tongue decline. Can you ask me your question? All right, it's from he or she end. Okay. Yeah, because I think I'm fine. It was. Okay, it's fine. I never mind. Okay, it's fine. All right. Okay, it's fine. Please don't go at each other on this live section. I take God beg you, I beg. Today is Sunday. Okay, today is Sunday, I beg. Okay. Invite Godum to join. Hi people, hi people. Please ask your question as we go. Okay. Yes, I am. Okay. All right. So someone asked and said, apart from study visa, which other way do I move to Australia? Okay. Before I start with this Australia talk, I want to tell you guys that Finland, Vamia College, Finland. Go online and search Vamia College, Finland. They started their application. Okay. They've closed the application for they started the application just on Thursday, okay, on the 28th, and they're going to close the application on the 6th, on the 5th, which is on Thursday. So if you are planning to go to Finland, please can you go and apply? You should have gotten your Duolingo English, which will cost you 60, I think it's 65 USD to get. Okay, so if you abusive relationship, can you say unsupported Jenny's side so I can show she has support from her? Jen, my friend Jenna is in abusive relationship. Oh, what's her name? Jenna. Hi Jenna, we love you. We love you, Jenna. We love you, and we hope you are strong. I don't know which country you are, Jenna, but we know you are going through a lot. We hope you make a good plan for yourself. I don't know whether you have kids in the relationship as well. Jenna, we love you. We love you. Please do take care of yourself. I know it's massive, it's huge, but please think of you, think of your life, think of your loved ones, and we hope you make a good decision for yourself. Okay, we love you. Sending you hugs, Jenna. We are sending you hugs from here. Okay, we love you. Do take care of yourself, and please always ask for help. Okay. Oh, sending you hugs. All right. Joining. All right. Someone said, please, for the Finland, if you're interested in Finland, please make sure you go do your application before it closes. Okay. We share some of the application questions online. We've shared some of the application questions online, and people help to answer those questions. So if you are doing online application for Vamia College for Finland, please, can you do your application? And for those questions, go to my YouTube channel and check the questions. People are answering it, and see what people has the people's opinion on those questions are. Okay. I need to take this music out because it might be copyright for YouTube. Oh, how do I take it out? Gosh. I need to take it out. I don't know how to take it out. I hope it's not copyright for YouTube. YouTube people, I hope you can't hear any music. All right. Nota, I will take you off here. I'm here, not here for stupid people, please. I'm going to block you. I'm removing you. I'm not here for child's play. So if you're not a serious human being, you get out of here. I'm hiding you from my channel. You are silly. I'm hiding you from my channel from now, Nota. You can't do any more. You say that you made me say something and you turn around and say and talk nonsense. I'm not here for stupid people. Time is money where I come from. So if you're looking for chit chat, you go find one. All right. All right, guys, we're talking visa talk here. If you still want to go to Finland, please make sure you do your application before November to Vamia College. Go online and search Vamia College. One of the requirements is that you have Duolingo, okay, English, which we've talked about. If you need some of your questions to be answered, go to my YouTube channel. Also, go to my Facebook. You will see that some of the question has been answered. I posted some of the question there and it has been answered by some people with their reasons, the application questions, okay? They have only 2 courses available for now. They have stopped the mechanic one because they say they don't have funding. Remember, the school fees is free. The tuition fee is free. So they took off the mechanic. The only thing left is cook and waiter, okay? And I think it's 3 years program. So if you're going on with Vamia College, please go do your application back to Australia, okay? Australia visitor visa, study visa is still happening. I don't know why I call it that. Australia study visa is still happening. Please, if you have question, can you ask? Okay, so we go on. Australia study visa is still happening. Some people are saying that Australia doesn't give people visa again for study. They do, but there are a lot of things they look at, okay? Remember, we talk about the home ties. Home ties is a big thing when it comes to application, all right? Home ties is a big thing when it comes to temporary visa application, especially the student visa. The same thing is applicable to Vamia College of Finland. If you look at the question, you will find out that, excuse me, you need to answer the question to show that you are coming back home, okay? Whatever happens after study is not anybody's business. So whenever you are doing a study application, study visa application, please make sure that your answer shows that you are going home after studies. Don't come and tell them what the plan you have for their country. That will give you visa denial. Talk about the plan you have in other countries, especially the country you are coming from, okay? So they will think you are going. However, it's not actually mean that they want you to go, but that's the policy. And whoever is going to stamp your visa and say visa grant must make sure that those things are ticked off, okay? They know you are not going anywhere, but they need to show that you have answered this question correctly. So please, because when I posted that question for Finland application on Facebook, some people say, oh, does it mean that they have to go home? No, they don't have to go home. Whatever happens to you, the same thing is applicable to Canada, UK, Australia, USA. Everywhere you're applying for study visa, you must show them that you need to go home after your application, after you have completed your studies, okay? So it doesn't mean that anybody come to chase you away. When you find your feet, you find your feet, that's it. You will ask your question. Why are they asking us questions? But they're also giving us postgraduate work visa. So life na turn by turn. This visa thing is stage by stage. So don't go and jump and telling them I plan to use post-study work visa, because they know that it's limited. And when everybody's saying they're going to use it, then they have to be worried. So tell them the plan you have back home. That's it. Okay? Ma'am, what do you think of this? Move as a tourist to Australia, engage in a vocational course that's under the duration of your tourist visa stay, then find a job or get a work permit. Good. I'm going to answer you. Let me read that question again because so many people are interested in that question. This question, please, can you hear me from TikTok? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Honey Bra, Fred, who are those online? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, let me know. I need to read out a question. This question is very important. It's about Australia tourist visa. It's about Australia visitor visa. I made a blog post about this visa recently because a lot of people are asking for it, and I owe a video on how to do the application, which I plan to post today, but actually I haven't done the video. So how can I post a video I haven't really recorded? But I know I owe that video. Now, Ayodeji, I'm going to answer you. The question goes like this. He said, ma'am, what do you think of this move? Before I talk, I am not a visa agent. I am not immigration visa agent or whatever in Australia, and I've made a video to show you on how to find them. They are called Mara agents and they are regulated. The people that are scamming you online are not Mara agents, because no Mara agent can scam you because they are being monitored by Mara. Okay, so I made a video, find it on this channel, on how to find a visa agent in Australia, both work visa and study visa. I am not one. Anything I'm telling you here is from research and experience of other people as well. I am not, it's not all and all. Does it make sense? Now, James, let's talk about this question. Ma'am, what do you think of this? Move as a tourist to Australia, engage in a vocational course that is under the duration of your tourist visa stay, then find a job and get a work permit. James, the thing is that with Australia visitor visa, tourist visa, whatever you call it, you cannot engage in a study that is more than 3 months. Okay, so if your tourist visa is for 12 months, 6 months, you can't actually study for 12 months, 6 months. You can only study for 3 months. That is the max. Okay, once it's above 3 months, you have violated the visa condition. Okay, you need to go apply for study visa. You cannot study more than 3 months. Okay, now the question is, what vocational course are you going to study for 3 months in Australia and finish it? The only thing you can do is probably you have done it online and you come here with visitor visa or tourist visa, you do your practical, which is not paid. Okay, practical is not paid. It can be part of the study or volunteer. Remember, you can do volunteer on that visa as well. But I don't know which course you can study for 3 months, okay, in Australia, vocational, that will give you a job. All right, unless something you have started before and complete your 3 months while you come, which you can decide. Okay, now about finding a job and converting to permit is this. Most of the tourist visa they give you now, they will say no further stay is a condition they put on the visa, or on visitor visa. So most people from back Africa, they will have no further stay. Okay, no further stay. So no further stay means that you cannot stay more than the visa duration. Okay, so you can't stay more than that. So if your visa duration is 6 months, after 6 months you need to leave. If it's 12 months, after 12 months you need to leave. And no further stay means that you can't, and most of them have no work. In short, is no work anyway. So no work, so you cannot use it to work. No further stay means you cannot stay back. Okay, so you need to leave. So let's assume, however, why I want to make that video is that someone can be smart on that, in the sense that you can come in. I tell people, if you have money, because I see people that have the fund and they have the good home ties in their home country, I say, why can't you come and survey things? Come around, look at things, see how things are. See, even if you can bargain with an employer or anything, you know, if you have that, why can't you do all these things? How are you? Bab, how are you? Kylie, how are you? So do all these things, then you move and see if you can come in with the plan you have already made. Okay, so James, that is where you're going to find challenge. I hope that question helps. Okay, you need a job visa, go find a job in Indeed. If you need a job visa, I think you're talking about visa sponsorship. So if you need a visa sponsorship, please go find a job in Indeed Australia, Jora Australia, Seek Australia. Okay, go find a job there, search visa sponsorship job in your occupation and see if you can shoot and get. All right, that's the way. However, there are other job work visas that you don't need. There are other work visas that you can get without having a job offer, and they are visa 491, 190, 189. However, you need to do your skill assessment before you can get them. Does it make sense? Okay. Ma'am, is New Zealand very much okay for job and fishing? Finishing my master's, wanted Australia, but processing couldn't pull through. Now switching to New Zealand. If you get a New Zealand study visa, please go. Okay, and when you are in a country, you'll be able to sort yourself out. It depends on how smart you are. Okay, if you notice that you need to do some course on by the side of what you are studying to get what you want, you do it anyways, you know. So just make sure you have accurate information. Make sure you are following up with information. Don't just go there and stay because I'm a student, I will just study and whatever happens after my study. No, from day one you move into a country as a student, start planning your exit, like settlement moves. Don't wait until you graduate. That's how people end up going back home. You need to start immediately. Okay, so if you get New Zealand joyful, please go for it. The good thing is that even if you want to come to Australia, you will still end up in Australia after you've gotten New Zealand citizenship, or maybe depending on the course you are studying in New Zealand, you might even get a job in Australia. That is how good it is. Okay, after finishing your master program, where are you doing your master program now? You want to do it in New Zealand, yes, you get a job depending on what you're studying. Okay, check the green list. I don't know what you want to study, Joyful. How do I go about this? It's not skill assessment, it's skill assessment. Kylie, I have a video. The thing is that once I finish this live, all your questions disappears. Okay, if you can ask me this question after I've posted this live, or I will come here and post the skill assessment step-by-step guide for skill assessment. Kylie, it will lead you, like it's very simple. All right, many people have used it to done their skill assessment. I made that video and it has helped a lot of people, and it's self-explanatory. It's very easy to understand, so I will post it. Masters in information technology, ma'am. Fine. When you go to New Zealand, please put your eyes on the ground, on the floor, to know what people are doing. Don't just fold your arms and say I'm a student. Hi, Susie, how are you? How are you, Susie? Lambo, how are you? Okay, all right. Okay, I'll post it. Joyful, if you're talking about studying in New Zealand, and masters is good. Okay, what I'm advocating for, when you go as a student, please know what people are doing. Know your settlement plan from day one and follow through. If it means switching courses, if it means doing something by the side that will help you to settle, just don't fold your arms and say I'm a student. When I finish, I will say what I will do. No, your visa will expire. You are going back home. All right. All right. More question before we leave. We're almost clocking 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Can you guys ask your question? Carpenter, any help? Yes, carpenter. You need to do your skill assessment by Trade Recognition Australia, TRA. You need to watch that video for skill assessment, or you looking for a job depending on the country you are coming from. Okay, I don't know the country you are coming from, Kylie. Sometimes the country you are coming from is easier, is the skill they already recognize. With Trade Australia, depending on your country as well, but check that. That video will take you to your assessing authority. When you see it, you will check, because every occupation, Trade Australia will tell you the country they take their this thing immediately, with no stress in their skill assessment. Okay, all right. So someone said to me, apart from studies, which other way do you come to Australia? There are so many ways. The question is that, do you have the skill and job experience? Do you have the qualification? Okay, reason why some people chose study visa is because they don't have what it takes for them to come via skilled visa, or maybe they know they can't get a job in their occupation. So sometimes you tell yourself the truth, you go for the alternative option. Okay, so there are other visas. 482, you need to get a job, which is also a challenge. Not everyone will find a job anyways. Then there are 491, which is a temporary resident visa, which you have to do your skill assessment. Your skill has to be in the skill occupation list. I have a comprehensive video here on 491. Okay, if you are still young, you go for that visa, because it will take you time to get to 45. 45 is a mass age for Australian migration. So you know that you have 3 years after you've gotten 491. After 3 years, that's when you apply for permanent resident. But you are young anyway, so you're not bothered about age. 489 tend to come quicker than permanent resident that you shoot from outside of Australia. I don't know what that makes sense. Okay, so hi Susie, how are you? Okay, so yeah, you see why people go for study. Sometimes they feel like they can't go through this one because they don't have what it takes. However, many people are using the other pathway, which is skill migration or job seeker, like visa sponsorship, to come over. Okay, all right. Okay, we are 30 minutes now. I don't know whether we still have more questions to answer. But please, if you are new to my channel on YouTube, please go through my videos. You'll be so shocked. A lot of number of information you are going to fish out from those videos that will help you to figure out your. So you come new, you see one video, you say, how do I come to Australia? Claim a flare. Claim. Oh, All right. Okay. All right. So you come new to my channel, you said, how do I migrate to Australia? That question is so vague, it's too big. So you scroll down the videos, go to playlist if you want to make it simpler, and see videos that will guide you. Before you ask question, you ask question from the videos you have seen, you know. But if I'm on live section, you are free to ask any question there, we tackle it. All right. Okay, so in the absence of questions, in the absence of more questions, you're welcome, Kylie. Can Nigeria do their skill assessment in Nigeria for tech? You don't need to go physical for skill assessment. Skill assessment is not an exam, okay? It's not everybody that needs exam for skill assessment. Telecommunication doesn't need exam for skill assessment. Please, I beg you. You don't do your skill assessment in your country. It is done online. If there is exam, those exam too, they will tell you what it is. But please, the people that need exam like doctors, nurses, you know, those sophisticated occupation. So you don't need to ask me whether you can do it in Nigeria, in your home country. It is just you supplying them the document they need, they assess it, and they tell you whether you have a positive skill assessment or negative. Good morning, ma'am, from here. I sent you DM on Instagram. I'll be glad if you can respond to it. If you send me DM on Instagram, please go to any of my posts on Instagram. You are not commenting on them. Go there, comment. After commenting, you tell me that you send me DM, then I can trace you and go to your DM. But my DM is big. I cannot search you. I can't do it. I can't promise you something I cannot do. So you go to my Instagram, my latest post, make a comment there and tell me that you send me DM. That's the only way I can trace you. If not, I can't. Sorry to say it. All right. So visa talk. I don't think we have more questions. You two people, can Nigerian do? Yeah, I've answered you. Joy Springs. Skill assessment is done by organization in Australia and is done online. For trade recognition Australia, they will tell you if they need you physical, maybe in a country closer to you, if your country is not their assessing country. Those are for practical things like electrician, carpenter, or so on. But most of the skill assessment is done by the authority, and all they need is for you to give them documents. They go and verify those documents. References, job history, pay slips, bank statements where the company pay you depending on your country. So what they need from you depends on your country, how less criminal your country is. So they will dig deep to get more information from you, okay? For people that say they can run their pay slip, you will be so shocked that what they will need from you will not even be pay slip. That by the time you submitted your pay slip, you will see another email telling you to bring your bank statement where the company pays you. Then all the money you have paid, because you cannot trace that, because you can't provide that, all the money you paid from your skill assessment will be gone, like disappear. You think you are smart, but these people are smarter than you. They have already know that people will do this, so you think they are stupid. They are smart. They know what they are doing. They can't leave that chances there for you to fail, okay? So before you think you are too smart, claiming something you don't have, know that people, they've thought about these things, okay? So someone said to me, yeah, bank can be manipulated. No, I don't think. Because if you say you have 5 years experience, you are going back to 5 years to bring bank statement of a company that paid you then. Which bank wants to get involved in that kind of a thing? So yeah. All right, be careful what you say and what you do. And once you want to say that, I will hands off and say I'm not getting involved with this thing. I don't even want to hear it. My ear is very close. You can't even penetrate. Okay. All right. We don't have more questions. We don't have more questions. Maybe we have. I can't see. Thank you. Thank you. What is the easiest way to work as a nurse in Australia from Nigeria? What is the easiest way to work as a nurse in Nigeria in Australia from Nigeria? The easiest way is for you to go and do your registration. So what I say to people, you are a teacher, you are a nurse, you can never work in Australia unless you do your skill assessment, unless you are registered with the board, okay? Nursing is a regulated occupation. The first step is for you to go and register with APRA. After that, you do your skill assessment with AMMAC. I made a video on how to migrate to Australia as overseas trained nurse. Watch that video. The first step is for you to do what is called self-assessment, okay? Self-assessment is just for them to ask you which country did you study, how many years, where did you practice, and everything. They will give you a registration plan. How many exams, if it's 1, 2, or portfolio building, they will give you your own plan. You follow your plan, depending on where you studied, what you have studied, whether diploma or degree, and where you have practiced and the country where you studied. These are the things they look at. They will either place you on group A, B, or C, or whether they will tell you to go back to school, because they've said to some people to go back to school that their qualification is not up to their standard. Okay? All right. Today, I don't think I'm accepting anybody to join me online because I'm about to finish. I'm already almost finished. I don't want to hold you back because I can't bring you up here and leave you in 1 minute. Okay, that's why I'm not accepting people on TikTok to come up today. Not today. Other days we can do that. Okay, because I'm almost going off. It's only question that is holding me. All right. Where are you from? I'm a Nigerian Australian. I said to somebody, one stupid boy on Facebook, I said I'm a Nigerian Australian. He started trolling me and said there is nothing like that. I say, wow, but there are Nigerian Americans. They are Indian Australian, Indian American, Indian Canadian, and so on. So why are you trolling me? Don't you know the meaning of dual citizenship? Or are you deaf and dumb that you don't know that there is something called dual citizenship? That boy is from South Africa, so he brought his stupidity out as usual, okay, and say go back to your country. He's living in South Africa. I'm here in Australia living my best life, and he's telling me go back to my own country because he is deaf and dumb as usual. So some people that don't know the power of dual citizen, they still argue Africans are not the only people migrating. In Australia, in my workplace, 70% of my colleagues are white UK. English, pure English, white. They left UK and come to Australia. It's not because they are living in abject poverty. That is what is called economic migration. Lifestyle migration. Maybe they don't like the weather in the UK, they move. Maybe they pay them more in Australia, they move. Migration is not only for African and Asians. Everybody is migrating. They are white, they are English, they are born and bred in UK, London. They left there, they're in Australia. There are some Australia that went to US. There are some Australia that even moved to UK. They can move to Canada. So go and educate yourself before you come online and talk rubbish, you know. Ignorance. People from South Africa are used to saying this, especially black South Africans. A new thing is that I have so many black South Africans in my DM asking me how do they come to Australia. Then I ask myself, they are pure South Africans black. Now they want to move. Things are changing. People understanding the reason for dual citizenship, having a passport of another country added to your own, no matter how powerful your own is, sometimes it's helpful. Okay, so those English people that are in Australia, they are citizens here. Sometimes they deny the one of UK. I think they're not supposed to have dual. I don't know how it works, but they have their passports here. Okay, so why are they doing it? They are not even black. So sometimes something you don't know, don't open and show your ignorance on social media. Okay. Can you do your skill assessment alone, or it's fast with agent? It's not fast with agent. It's the same thing, because the agent will need the documents for you to show. However, it depends on how you can comprehend something, because each assessing authority, someone said, can you do your skill assessment alone or with the agent is faster? So assessing authority, they have their guideline. Even in PDF, you can download and read like Bible. Okay, so they made it very clear for you step by step and show you how you can even upload your documents, and some of them have video they attach to it. Okay, it depends on how much you trust yourself, how much you can comprehend. Okay, if it's something like Engineering Australia, some people use agents to build their portfolio, because Engineering Australia, during their skill assessment, they need you to build your portfolio. Some people find it difficult, but they find agents to help them build their portfolio. Okay, but it depends on what you want. Many people have done it on their own. Many people have done it with the agent. So it depends on what you want, what you think you can do. But the duration is the same thing. So they don't finish it early because you use agent. It's only that Maybe if you use agent will be telling you bring this, bring that, you are bringing them. But when you're doing it on your own, you are the person thinking, I need to bring this, I need to bring that, okay? And you check that it meets the requirements of the assessing authority. It's you that is checking this, all right? You can come to consultation, I'll put you through. I do coaching and so on, okay? But you can do it, you can go find agents. It's still, people have done it that way. Okay, I hope I've answered your question. All right, we go off now. We've been here for 41 minutes, and I will say, I think I've tried. Thank you guys. I've been talking for 41 minutes. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Okay. All right.